Hello friend, good evening. Today we are going to solve rest of the question of electrochemistry, that is question number 8. When you talk about the question number 8, the question is saying that the conductivity of 0.20 mole solution of KCl at 298 Kelvin is 0.0248 Siemens per centimeter. Calculate its molar conductivity. What is being asked, that is lambda m is being asked, right? K has been given how much? It is given 0.0248 Siemens per centimeter, and molarity also given. What is the molarity? Is 0.20 mole, 0.20 molar. Okay, now we have to calculate delta m. Delta m, you know, that is delta m is equal to K into 1000 upon C, that is concentration. You can write here m also, no problem. So if you calculate, if you put the values here, you will get like that. Put the value of the K. What is the value of the K? Is equal to 0 into 0.248 multiply by 0.20, right? No, that is here 1000 multiply by 1000. After multiply by 1000, what you have to put here? Molar concentration 0.20. If you calculate this now, if you calculate this, what you are going to get the value of 124 Siemens centimeter square per mole. Siemens centimeter square per mole. So it is very easy question. Basically, we have to put the value only, right? So you will get the calculated value answer. Okay, come for the question number next. And what then the question number next is, that is question number 9. We are going for the question number 9. Let's see the question, what the question number 9 is all about. The resistance of the conductivity cell containing 0.001 molar solution. So here concentration has been given. So m is equal to given. What the m is equal to? See here, why the marker is not working here. M is equal to, it has given 0.001 molar concentration. Okay, KCl solution 298 Kelvin. Resistance R equal to already given, that is 1500 ohm, right? 1500 ohm. What is the cell constant? That is G is being asked. What is the cell constant? If the conductivity of 0 point solution is out 0.146 na, K is equal to 0.146, right, multiply by 10 की power -3 Siemens centimeter per centimeter, and concentration here already given how much? 0.001 molar concentration. Now okay, this has given. Now what we can do for this question, to solve this question, actually we have to know the formula, to which formula we have to apply for this. Okay, so to get the formula I am going little detail. Okay, I am going here. See here, how can you write here? So R is equal to, if you go in detail, R is equal to resistance is equal to what? That is rho L by A, right? If you talk about the rho, what is the rho will come? That is R A by L, right? And K equal to, you must be knowing, that is inversely proportional to resistivity. So 1 upon rho. If you talk about the K, put the value of the rho. So what the value is? 1 upon R, that is A by L, right? When again you simplify it, is equal to, so K equal to 1 upon R and L by A, right? So again if you come here, so K is equal to L by A, right? L by A, that is the resistance. Okay, so what I am doing here, so 1 by R equal to, now 1 by R is equal to G. So I am writing here G into L by A. It means what? No, uh, okay, wait. R equal to L by A, so A by L it is getting, so L by A, R is equal to L by A, that is correct, to equal to 1 by R equal to G. So here we can do, that is what, L by A. So L by A, it means L by A means R. Okay, so it is cell constant, it will become the, that is G by R. Simply you can put here G by R. Okay, or okay, G by R. So how we can calculate here, if it is the G by R. Okay, so G here divided by 1. So if you are calculating G, so G is equal to what? K into R. G equal to K into R. Okay, so conductivity into resistance. So you put the value of the conductivity here. The value of the conductivity has been already given, 0.146. if you multiply, that is this value into 10 की power minus 3, right? And then it is what the unit is, Siemens per centimeter cube, and then multiply it by 1500 this way, and that is ohm, 1500 ohm. How to, the symbol of ohm is like that, this one. So if you calculate this one, what you will get, 0.219 per centimeter. This would be your cell constant G. So nothing is there to worry. Okay, these are question are very simple, but you must know the what is the derivation of the question. Okay, now come for the question number 11. Right. If you talk about the question number 11, let us see here question number 11. What the question is saying about the question number 11. Conductivity of 0.00241 molar solution. So M is equal to, already has given 0.00241 molar solution is there of acetic acid is. So K is equal to, for acetic acid has been given 7.896 multiplied by 10 की power minus 0.7 per centimeter. Right? Calculate its molar conductivity. Lambda M is being asked. Okay, for acetic acid is, if molar conductivity has already given, molar conductivity of acetic acid is 390.5 per centimeter square per mole. What is its dissociation constant? What is its dissociation constant? So what that is being asked, that is alpha is being asked, right? So question is quite authenticate. This question is quite better question, you can say. And how can you do the calculation? Firstly, let me check, solve the question. I am dividing this board into two portions. So lambda M is equal to 1000 into K divided by Cm, that is molar concentration. If we put the value of this one, all the values has been already given, so that is 1000 multiply by, if you put the values also, no problem here, put the value 1000 centimeter cube liter inverse. Okay, and here that is multiply by K, value of K here is 7.896 into 10 की power minus 5 Siemens centimeter, Siemens per centimeter divided by 0.00241. Okay, mole per liter, mole liter inverse. Okay, mole liter inverse. Okay, if you calculate this one, what you will get, 32.76. Okay, centimeter square per mole, right? These values will come, all will come, that is mole will cancel out, centimeter all will cut and this will get the, you will get the degree of dissociation alpha you will be must be knowing, that is what, that is lambda m upon lambda m naught, lambda m upon lambda m or not. And here if you go for the calculation, lambda m you have got 32.76 and divided by what, that is the lambda m is already given 390.5. when you calculate it, it will get, that is 8.39 into 10 की power minus 2, okay, equal to what you will get here, you remove this one, that is power value, so you will get 0.0839. this is now the dissociation constant. The dissociation constant, we have to correlate with the Kc, and so when you come for the Kc is equal to what you will get, that is C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha, C alpha square minus upon 1 alpha. So if you will go for 0.00241 and multiply here in bracket, I am writing here 8.31 multiply by 10 की power, that is what, minus 2, again that is power 2, and divided by 1 minus value of the alpha 0.0839. if you calculate, what will get at 1.85 into 10 की power minus 5, this will be your answer, okay, degree of dissociation. Now come for the question number, next question number. I hope this video is going to be a little bit better for you, but let's see, let's simplify the thing. Come for the question number 12. Okay, when you talk about the question number 12, what you will get here, right? What the question is saying, that the how much charge is required for the following reaction. Okay, a number option has given, that is 1 mole of Al3 plus 1 mole of Al3 plus 2Al. okay, so we are calculating, what we are doing here, see here solution. So you are having Al3 plus, you are adding 3 electron here, so you are getting what, Al solid, right? So how much, that is the 3 mole electron you are adding, and what you are getting, 1 mole, right? If you talk about in the Faraday, so 3 Faraday you are giving, so how much you are getting, that is molar mass, that is the 27 gram. So if you talk about, that is the how much electricity, so 3 into 96,500 is here, equal to 27 gram, right? If you talk about the 1 gram, so how much electricity, 3 into 96,500 divided by 27, 3 9 are 27. So how much, that is your amount of electricity they are talking about now. So amount of electricity, we don't have to go for the unitary method. 3 electron is there now, so 3 Faraday is required only, 3 Faraday, okay, and nothing on this question is very simplistic one, 3 Faraday only. No, we don't have to go for this one. I am going for the wrong calculation here, 27 gram, that is you are calculating, how to calculate this one, 3 Faraday. 3 Faraday means what, 3 into 96,500, okay, 96,500. So you calculate 300, 35 ja 15, that is carry 1, 3 6 18, 18 1, that is 19, that is carry 1, 96,000, that is 9 3 9 ja 27, 27, that is 28, okay, 28. If you write down in the scientific notation, 2 into 89500 multiply by 10 की power 5. This will be the your electricity, right? This much of electricity is required, and what value will be coulombs. Okay, so this is very simplistic question. Number of electron you count, and that is you multiply by Faraday. Okay, now come for the next portion of the question. How much, that is the 12 second. If you talk about the 12, how much electricity is required for 1 mole of copper 2 plus 2 copper 2. Now 1 mole, here amount is there, 1 mole copper 2 plus 2 copper, right? So if you talk about the 1 mole, here you have the Cu 2 plus 2 electron you are adding here, so you are getting 1 mole. Here the 2 mole electron 2 mole electron. So here you 1 mole copper, 1 mole copper. Now what you are doing here, that is the 2 mole electron means 2 into Faraday F, that is if you calculate 2 into Faraday, that is 96,500. so if you calculate, that is 0025 are 10, 2 6 are 12, 12 1 13, carry 1, 2 9 are 18, 18 1 19. If you simplify it, that is 1.93 into 10 की power 5 coulomb. So this will be the amount of electricity required to discharge this, right? Now come for the third portion of the question. This question is simplistic. Okay, come for the question number third. What the question number third is saying about, that how much electricity required. Okay, question number 1 mole of MnO4, 1 mole of MnO4 minus 2 Mn2 plus, 2 Mn2 plus. This is our, now if you are converting here, see here MnO4 minus, you are converting here Mn2 plus. Okay, so see here the oxidation state is plus 7, here is plus 2. Now number of electron, if you talk about, that is the Mn7. Okay, Mn7 plus 7. Okay, plus 5 electron you are adding, so you are getting Mn2 plus, right? So 5 electron means you are 1 mole, here 5 mole electron, 5 mole electron, that is how much, 1 mole you are getting Ml2 plus. So 5 mole electron, that is 5 Faraday, 5 Faraday. So if you calculate 5 into 96,500, if you calculate, that is 00, 5 5 25, carry gaya 2, 5 6 30, that is 32, again that is here 3, 5 9 45, 45 and 3, that is 48. Now put down in the scientific notation 4.825 into 10 की power, that is 5 coulomb, 10 की power 5 coulomb. So this is our all about the question number 4.825, that is correct only. That is question number 12. Now come for the question number 13. Question number 13. What the question number 13 is saying all about, that is how much electricity in terms of Faraday is required to produce a number 20 gram of calcium, 20 gram of calcium from molten Ca2, from molten CaCl2, right? CaCl2. Now come for the calculation, right? So you are having 20 gram of Ca from CaCl2. Now you are having CaCl2. If you ionize here Ca2 plus 2 Cl minus, we have to calculate the 20 gram. So Ca2 plus, plus you are giving the 2 electrons, so you are getting what? Ca, right? So how many 2 mole electron you are here? 2 mole electron, 2 mole electron. And how many, that is the 1 mole you are getting. If you talk about in terms of Faraday, 2 Faraday, so how much electron? That is 40 gram, 40 gram. Now you come for this one, 40 gram, by unitary meter, 40 gram is equal to 96,500 multiply by 2. So 1 gram is equal to divided by binary unitary, 96,500 multiplied by 2 divided by 40. So so 20 gram equal to what we can do here, 96,500 multiply by 2 upon 40 multiply by 20. Here 22 is 40, here 2. So what you are going to get the answer, that is 96,500 only, 96,500 coulomb. This will be answer. Okay, that is the correct answer only, 1 Faraday charge. Now come for the question number second, 13 second. It is simplistic questions, not very tough question come from this topic only. Okay, when you come for the 13, what 13 second, what is it? 40 gram of aluminum, 40 gram of aluminum from molten Al2O3, from molten Al2O3. We have to do this one. So how can you calculate here? See, Al2O3, if you talk about Al2O3, so what is the oxidation here state here. So oxidation state is 3 here. 3 to the 6 divided by 2, and here you are adding the 3 electrons, so you are getting the Al. How much? That is the 3 Faraday you are adding here. Either you write here 3 mole, so you are getting 1 mole aluminum, 1 mole Al. If you talk about the 3 Faraday charge you have given, so that is how much gram? That is 27 gram. Okay, so here talk about that is 27 gram is equal to how much? 3 Faraday. So 1 gram, if you talk about 1 gram is equal to what? 3 Faraday divided by 27. Again you talk about that is 40 grams. So what you will do? 3 Faraday divided by 27 multiply by 40 only, right? So if you put down the value in the Faraday, what you will get here? That is 2 Faraday. So you will get the 4.44 Faraday. You will get the 4.44 Faraday, because 3 9s are 27, 9 4s are 36, 9 4s are 36. This will get, that is the 4.44 Faraday. Now this is all about the question number 13. Now we have to go for the question number 14. Let us go for the question number 14. Where is the question number 14? Let us see here. Question number 14. What the question is saying? How much electricity is required in coulomb for the oxidation of, first number, for the 1 mole of H2O, 1 mole of H2O to O2, we are oxidize H2O into O2. How can you solve this question? Because we have to oxidize 1 mole of water to oxygen. So here see the solution here. If you write down that is H2O, right? So what you get? That is half molecule of, that is O2. Now half mole of O2 will get plus 2H plus ion plus 2 electron here, right? This would be aqueous only, right? So 1 mole water you have taken, 1 mole, and how much Faraday, the electricity here is, that is 2 Faraday getting discharged. Here by the 2 Faraday of electricity, 1 mole of the that is half mole of oxygen is getting eliminated. So now see here, 1 mole of H2O required, that is 2 Faraday of electricity, right? So 2 Faraday here, 2 Faraday. So how much electricity required in the oxidation of 1 mole of H2O? That is 2 Faraday. So we can write here thus 2 Faraday in bracket 2 into 96,500 coulombs electricity required for oxidation of 1 mole H2O, 1 mole of H2O into O2, right? This is all about, that is a very simple question. You don't have to worry for that. Now come for the question number 14 second. What the question number 14 second is all about? Let us see the question number 14 second. The question number 14 second is 1 mole of FeO to Fe2O3. 1 mole of FeO to Fe2O3, right? So you have to convert FeO of 1 mole of FeO to Fe2O3. So how can you write the reaction? Okay, let us solve this one. You are having the FeO, you add, that is 1 by 4 O2. Okay, so here half O2 you will get here. So what you will get? 1 by 2 Fe2O3, right? That is half mole of Fe2O3. So 1 mole of FeO is giving half mole of Fe2O3, right? So how many electron is, when you talk about, that is the oxidation here, that is Fe2 plus, right? Here it is getting how much? Fe3 plus, right? So 1 mole here it is there, 1 mole. So how much? That is 2 Faraday, 1 Faraday only, 1 Faraday here, 1 Faraday electricity is required. So here therefore we can write, that is 1 mole FeO, 1 mole FeO requires 1 Faraday or 96,500 coulomb of 96,500 coulomb of electricity for oxidation. Electricity for oxidation. So this is all about the question. Now come for the question number 14 has finished now. Now come for the question number 15. Right. But we have to go solve at least 18 questions today. So come for the question number 15. What the question number 15 is saying about: a solution of NiNO3 is electrolyzed between platinum electrode using a current of 5 ampere. So I is equal to had given 5 ampere. Okay. And time already given how much? 20 minutes. Data has given proper data. What is the mass of nickel deposited at the cathode? So mass of WNi at cathode is being asked. Okay. So what the compound you have taken, that is NiNO3 twice. This compound you have taken. Now how can you solve this? A little the thinkable question is there. Okay, time you have to convert this time in 20 minute into 20 seconds. So T is equal to 20 into 60. So you will get that is 120 second. Right, 120 second. When you talk about the when you talk about the Q, let us calculate the Q is equal to what? IT. So I value is already 5 into 120 second, right? So if you calculate it here, you will get the 6,000, right? 6,000 coulomb. Now come for the reactions. Okay, so you are having, if you ionize here now, NiNO3 as a rough I am telling you. So NO3 HNO3, that is minus charge. So you will get the Ni2 plus 2NO3 minus. So if you talk about this one, see here, Ni2 plus you are having Ni2 plus, and you are adding the 2 electron, that is 2 Faraday electron. So you are getting what? Ni, right? Now 2 Faraday electron, 2 Faraday is giving what? 1 mole. If you talk about the 2 Faraday, that is 2 into 96,500. It is giving how much? That is the atomic mass, that is 58.7 gram, right? So this much of electricity, this much. So what the question is being asked, that is the how much nickel will deposited at the cathode, right? So here current is you are having. So 1 coulomb electricity required. 1 coulomb electricity will deposit 58.7 divided by 2 into 96,500. So therefore what the 6,000 coulomb electricity will, what will go? 58.7 into 2 into 96,500 multiply by 6,000 only. So what you will get here, you will get that is 1.825 gram. This much of, these are in the gram only, this much of the amount of the nickel will deposited at the cathode, right? Now come for the question number 18, in the 17. Okay, I hope this video a little bit is going to be helpful to you, but I don't know how much it is going to be helpful. Question number 17. Okay, when you come for the question number 17, it is the using the standard electrode potential of given table, predict the reaction between the following is feasible or not. Okay, quite easy question. If the value of E cell value, okay, E cell is the positive, reaction is feasible. And if the value is E cell is negative, reaction is not feasible. Okay, now come for the question. The first number option is here Fe 3 plus, Fe 3 plus and I minus, both are the equals condition. How can you solve here? Right, firstly we have to know that is what is the electrode potential, standard electrode potential of these two things. After knowing the electrode potential you can do little calculation, otherwise this is very difficult to do the calculation. Because if you talk about the iron, so electrode potential of iron, yesterday we were solving 0.77 volt. When we talk about the electrode potential of iodine, it is 0.541 volt. Now which one is lesser? The lesser the value, that is, if this value is the more, if the more, that is the you have to make the cathode, right? It is less, that is the less value, that is what we can make anode, right? And E naught cell is equal to what? That is E naught cathode minus E naught anode, right? If you talk about the E cell cathode, you are making the cathode 0.77 minus 0.541. If you calculate here, that is you will get 0.229 volt. Now this value is since E naught cell is positive, so reaction is feasible. If this value is coming the negative, now reaction will not be feasible. Okay, now I am not doing all the reaction because all are the same way. You have to do the similar way. Now we are coming for the question number 18. Now come here, question number 18. Okay, we are going for the question number 18 here. What the question is saying, predict the product of electrolysis in each of the following case. Okay, first A number is that N equals solution of AQUE equals solution of N equals solution of AgNO3 with silver electrode means AgNO3 you are having and you are taking the electrode silver. Okay, so what will be the electrolysis reaction? I am doing here solution. If you talk about the electrolysis, okay, so if you talk about the electrolysis AgNO3, okay, ionize this one. So what is Ag plus NO3 minus, right? Now the cathode reaction, that is reduction. If you talk about the cathode, what it will take, that is the reduction only, right? Reduction reaction will take place on the cathode. So Ag plus one electron if you get add here, so it will get the Ag solid. Now its value of the E naught cell is equal to what? 0.80 volt. Now come for the another one. Here you are having the water also, 2H2O. So if you are adding the 2 electron here, right, 2 electron here, so you will get that is what? H2 plus 2OH minus, right? And here that is the electrode potential of the OH minus is minus 0.83 volt. Now which one is the greater, which one is value is more negative? That is water. We have to make anode. This one will be cathode. So what we have to do here, the this will be anode Ag, and getter value. So Ag will be deposited where? That is, this is the lesser, that is cathode now. So cathode, cathode Ag is the cathode. So therefore Ag will be deposited at cathode. No, Ag will be deposited at cathode, right? This is all about the today's lecture. Next day we will see the next unit. Thank you very much for watching.